Don't let anybody take your manhood. Be proud of our heritage. As somebody said earlier tonight, we don't have anything to be ashamed of.
And all power to the people. I greet you all as we look at what's happening in the world and try to figure out why and how. When most people hear the acronym COINTELPRO, FBI code speak for its counterintelligence program, they think of the 60s and maybe the Black Panther Party, perhaps the Weathermen or the anti-war movement. In fact, this governmental program didn't begin in the 60s, nor did it end in the 70s, despite what newspaper accounts say or what government PR people claim. I know this because I did the research, read government reports, read actual files, many uncovered by the break-in of the FBI field offices and media in the early 1970s, and works by FBI defectors who told the inside story. And of course, I wrote about it in my book, We Want Freedom, A Life in the Black Panther Party, which has a whole chapter devoted to COINTELPRO. I assure you, it didn't begin there, and it didn't end there. Did you know that there were FBI files on Marcus Garvey, dated 1919, on Martin Luther King Sr., the father of MLK, on Dick Gregory? Did you know the FBI tried to get the Mafia to take out a hit on Dick Gregory, a comedian? Yeah, I've read the file. What activists have to understand is that the government, every government, targets activists. When Paris was in ferment against an incompetent king, and people began grumbling in taverns, secret police and informants were taking notes, giving up names. Now, how do we know this? After the French Revolution, when the king was overthrown, they found these reports, cahiers they were called. They can be read today in museums, and that was in the 1780s. Do you know what the primary difference between the COINTELPRO of the 60s and today is? Almost everything that happened in the 60s, the break-ins, the secret taping of activists, what the FBI used to call black bag jobs, even killings and kidnappings, well, they were illegal under many state laws, and agents were warned that if they got busted, they were on their own. They would go to jail. What a difference a few decades make. For under the so-called Patriot Act, almost everything that was illegal then is legal now, because a Congress that admits it didn't even read the law passed it shortly after 9/11 in fear. Oh yeah, and the Obama administration is set to reauthorize them. Secret wiretaps, black bag jobs, secret prisons, destabilizing movements using snitches, informants, and a sellout corporate media. These are all the features of a national security state, where the people have illusions of democracy, elections, and the like. But governments snoop into every corner of personal life and wipe out people and destroy social movements using criminal tactics.
I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.